Good morning everyone. Welcome back to our lesson Unit 17B, Chapter 6. Okay, and we continue from the last lesson, Chapter 17B. A. Alright, and then last last lesson, I gave you some homework. So now check homework with teacher here. Crossword puzzle. This one here the answer. Everyone, here the answer across. We have number 3, number 5, number 7, and number 8. And down we have number 1, number 2, number 4, number 6, and number 7. Okay, I hope all your homework are correct. Alright, so today we go to lesson 17B. We are talking about the Little Riding Hood. One girl named the Little Riding Hood. Everyone, please open your book on page 112 and 113. Okay, 112 and 113. Alright, so everyone look at number 1, unscramble the word, write them in your notebook. And you see the picture and the word, there are 5 words here. There are 7 words here. You need to unscramble. Okay, picture 1. So what is it, picture 1? Picture 1 is ledge. Picture 2, curtain. Picture 3, press. Picture 4, cap. Picture 5, gather. Picture 6, afraid. And picture 7, color. Okay, everyone. Ledge, curtain, press, cap, gather, afraid, parlor. Okay. We go to number 2 together. Read and listen to see if you were right about what happened next. So before we go to what happened next, let's see the question here. Question number 1. Why was the girl called Little Riding Hood? Question number 2. Where was the girl going? Question number 3. Who did she meet on her journey? And then number 4. What did he tell her to do? Okay, these questions from lesson 17A that you had already learned last lesson. Okay, so question number 1 again. Why was the girl called Little Riding Hood? Where was the girl going? Who did she meet on her journey? And what did he tell her to do? Alright, everyone read with teachers on page 112. Read and listen to see if you were right about what happened next. Okay, one question. Did you predict correctly? Here. Did you predict correctly? Okay. Now you are going to listen what happened next. It's Little Red Riding Hood. I'm bringing you some cake and butter. Please open the door for me, said the wolf. Just press the latch, grandmother replied. I'm 2 weeks to get out of bed. The wolf pressed the latch and the door opened. He walked inside and immediately ate her up. For it been for more than 3 days since he had eaten. He then shut the door and put on grandmother's clothes, pulling her cap down over his face. After that, he got into her bed, closed the curtain, and waited for Little Red Riding Hood to arrive. While the wolf was eating grandmother, Little Red Riding Hood was running after flowers. When she had gathered so many that she wasn't able to carry anymore, she continued on her journey to grandmother's house. When she arrived, she knocked on the door. In his best grandmother voice, the wolf called quickly, "Who's there?" "It is your grandchild, Little Red Riding Hood. I have brought you some cake and butter from mother," she said. To this the wolf had quickly responded, "Just press the latch. I'm too weak to go out of bed." As she was walking through the parlor, Little Red Riding Hood felt afraid and thought to herself, "Oh my gosh, how strange I feel today. However, at other time I am so happy to be with my grandmother." Then she had gone over to her grandmother's bed and opened the curtain. Grandmother was lying there with her cap over her face and looking very strange. "Oh, grandmother, what big ear you have," she said. "Oh, the better to hear you with," replied the wolf. "Oh, grandmother, what big eye you have," she said next. "Oh, the better to see you with, my dear," answered the wolf. "Oh, grandmother, what big hands and arms you have," Little Red Riding Hood said next. "Oh, the better to hug you with, my precious child," lied the wolf. Okay. ទាំងអស់គ្នាស្ដាប់ម្ដងទៀតណានៅក្នុង listening នេះ listening យើងអាច download បានពីក្នុង YouTube យើងវាយទៅវាយពាក្យ listening for grade 9 វាចេញឲ្យយើងហើយដូច្នេះយើងវាយមក TypeScript 6.17.3 6.17.3 អូខេទាំងអស់គ្នាស្ដាប់ម្ដងទៀតណា
TypeScript 6.17.3. It's Little Red Riding Hood. I'm bringing you some cake and butter. Please open the door for me, said the wolf. Just press the latch, grandmother replied. I'm too weak to get out of bed. The wolf pressed the latch and the door opened. He walked inside and immediately ate her up, for it had been more than 3 days since he had eaten. He then shut the door and put on grandmother's clothes, holding her cap down over his face. After that, he got into her bed, closed the curtains, and waited for Little Red Riding Hood to arrive. While the wolf was eating grandmother, Little Red Riding Hood was running after flowers. When she had gathered so many that she wasn't able to carry any more, she continued on her journey to grandmother's house. When she arrived, she knocked on the door. In his best grandmother's voice, the wolf called weakly, "Who's there?" "It's your grandchild, Little Red Riding Hood. I have brought you some cake and butter from mother," she said. To this, the wolf had weakly responded, "Just press the latch. I am too weak to get out of bed." As she was walking through the parlor, Little Red Riding Hood felt afraid and thought to herself, "Oh my gosh, How strange I feel today. However, at other times, I am so happy to be with my grandmother. Then she had gone over to her grandmother's bed and opened the curtains. Grandmother was lying there with her cap covering her face and looking very strange. Oh, grandmother, what big ears you have, she said. All the better to hear you with, replied the wolf. Oh, grandmother, what big eyes you have, she said next. All the better to see you with, my dear, answered the wolf. Oh, grandmother, big hands and arms you have, Little Red Riding Hood said next. All the better to hug you with, my precious child, replied the wolf. End of tape script 6.17.3.
Okay, កូនសិស្សទាំងអស់គ្នាបើសិនជាទាំងអស់គ្នាស្ដាប់ listening អត់ទាន់ទេយើងអាចចូលទៅក្នុង YouTube ហើយយើងវាយ listening for grade 9វាចេញឲ្យយើងហើយណានៅក្នុងហ្នឹង type script វា type script 6.17.3 យើងវាយ type script វាចេញមកវាយ type script វាចូលហើយវាចេញមកយើងស្ដាប់ម្ដងទៀតអូខេណា continue number 3 complete the sentences បំពេញប្រយោគyou can see the sentence there are 6 sentences អស់មាន6ណា 1 2 3 4 5 6 so look at number 1 we have two verbs press and open okay number 1 the wolf pressed the latch and the door open so you can complete here pressed and one opened. Number 2, he walked inside and immediately ate her up, for it been more than 3 days since he, the verb eat. Okay, since he had eaten. Okay, number 3. While the wolf, blah blah, the verb eat, grandmother, Little Red Riding Hood, blah blah, ran after flowers. Okay, so while the wolf was eating, you can listen already, was eating. Verb eating grandmother, Little Red Riding Hood was running. Okay, was running. Alright. Number 3. When she gathered so many that she wasn't able to carry anymore, she continued on her journey to grandmother's house. Okay, so number 4 again. When she had gathered so many that she wasn't able to carry anymore, she continued on her journey to grandmother's house. Number 5. Then she go, the verb go, over to her grandmother's bed and the verb open the curtain. So number 5. Then she had gone. She had gone over to her grandmother's bed and opened the curtains. The last one, everyone. Grandmother's lay there with her cap over her face and looking very strange. ដូច្នេះទាំងអស់គ្នាបំពេញពាក្យអីកន្លែងហ្នឹង grandmothers was laying there with her cap over her face and looking very straight. Okay. Next, number the sentence. Everyone look at number 2, number 4, and number 5. Sentence number 2, number 4, and number 5. Look at the sentence together and number the sentence again. Okay, number 2. He walks inside and immediately ate her up, for it been more than 3 days since he had eaten. Okay. Look at sentence number 2 again. He walked inside and immediately ate her up, for it been more than 3 days since he had eaten.ដូច្នេះប្រយោគ number 2 sentence number 2 តើ sentence មួយណានៅក្នុងហ្នឹងប្រយោគមួយណាដែលវាកើតឡើងមុនគេ So the first sentence is for it's been more than 3 days since he had eaten. He walked inside and immediately ate her up. ចឹង sentence number 2 យើងបែងចែកទៅជា3 sentence អ្វីដែលកើតឡើងមុនគឺ since he had eaten more than 3 days, he walked inside and immediately ate her up. Okay. Sentence number 4. When she had gathered so many that she wasn't able to carry anymore, she continued on her journey to grandmother's house. Okay, ប្រយោគទី 4 ដដែលណាប្រយោគទី 4 នេះដាក់ដដែល When she had gathered so many that she was able to carry anymore, she continued on her journey to grandmother's house. Okay, ទី 4 ដដែល ប្រយោគទី 5 sentence number 5. Then she had gone over to her grandmother's bed and opened the curtain. Okay, ប្រយោគទី 5 ក៏ដដែលដែរ Then she had gone over to her grandmother's bed and opened the curtain. Okay, here. You can, everyone, you can check again on page 113. យើងមើលនៅទំព័រ103ហើយអានប្រយោគនឹងដដែលអានប្រយោគលេខ2លេខ4និងលេខ5ហើយយើងរៀបវាឲ្យត្រឹមត្រូវតាមlistening របស់យើងតាម section 2 listening. Okay. So we go to number 4. Find and correct mistake. Find and correct mistake. យើងរកកំហុសនៅក្នុងប្រយោគណាទាំងអស់គ្នាមានពី A ដល់ G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. Now, you look at A. As soon as the film started, I realized I'd seen it before. យើងមើលប្រយោគ A តើប្រយោគហ្នឹងវាខុសនៅកន្លែងណាក្នុងប្រយោគហ្នឹងពាក្យមួយណាដែលខុស Okay, can you find a mistake? អ្នកគ្នាឲ្យរកចម្លើយឃើញទេ A. As soon as the film started, I realized I'd seen it before. ចឹងចម្លើយកន្លែងដែលខុសគឺពាក្យ seen. ពាក្យ seen ខុសចឹងអ្វីដែលត្រូវគឺ had seen. Okay. B. When we arrive at the party, everybody is leaving. ចឹងនៅក្នុងប្រយោគ B តើកន្លែងណាដែលខុស When we arrive at the party, everybody is leaving. So អ្វីដែលខុសគឺ leaving is leaving. ចឹងកែវាឲ្យត្រូវមកវិញ When we arrived at the party, everybody was leaving. Chúng ta nói chia was leaving. Okay, see? I couldn't lock up my bicycle because I left my key at home. So, which word is wrong? The word wrong is left. So correct it into had left. D. I was leaving my house when I had heard the telephone ringing. Chắc ប្រយោគ D តើខុសកន្លែងណាទាំងអស់គ្នាមើលក្នុងប្រយោគ D តើខុសកន្លែងណាអូខេអ្វីដែលខុសគឺ had heard. Okay. So the correct one is heard. E. We had waited for nearly an hour before the bus left. ទាំងអស់គ្នាមើលក្នុងប្រយោគ E តើវាខុសឬក៏ត្រូវប្រយោគមួយហ្នឹង Okay, E is correct. F. I looked through some old photographs when I found this one of you. Okay. So the wrong one is look. And the correct one is I was looking. Was looking. Okay, the last one. G. I never been to Paris before, so I was really excited to see the Eiffel Tower. So this sentence, which word is wrong? The wrong one is never been. Ngót cái lại nhưng mà trớ ta nhưng trớ đặt đi e vinh. I had never been to Paris before. So answer had never been. Everyone, we look at section 4 on page 113 and look at the sentence A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Correct the sentence all together. I hope that you can do this one. You can follow me and then you can do it. Number 5. Complete with your own idea. Complete with your own idea. Chứ cái lại ní mẹ homework nè. Cái ca tiệt. Complete with your own idea. Một bên chỗ đòi ca cách luôn anh cách dòng mấy. Một bên chỗ tầng nâng. Look at section 5. Complete with your own idea. We have the sentence A, B, C, D, and E. And then we have the picture 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chân dân miên bị dỗ bị ế là hồ đọc ý. Hai dân miên rụt hiệp bị lệch môi là hồ đọc lệch prang. Chân dân mong bênh để khuôn anh. Ưu tí họ example A. I passed the exam easily because because what? I passed the exam easily because ព្រោះអីបានខ្ញុំប្រឡងជាប់ដោយងាយស្រួលពីព្រោះអី Okay, so you add your own idea and then you can look at picture 1 because of what ពីព្រោះអីបានយើងប្រឡងជាប់ដោយងាយស្រួល Okay, so this one for your homework together. Okay, so our lesson today is finished. See you next time.